Hello, guys. How are you doing? This is Urban Yogi after a long break, and I was just getting around to do this video for some time now, but now that I've got more clarity on the topic, so I thought of shooting it. Uh, it's about money. Uh, I mean, there's so much happening around this and so many new ideas, new concepts, new things. And of course, the importance that it generates in our lives is humongous, it's huge. So, these are my two bits on the topic. Let's see how it goes. Let's see how uh, you may, you may choose to maybe take some insight in what I think about this concept. And the topic is to be realistic about it and be happy. All right. So what essentially I'm trying to say is that we can dream of big things, no problem over there. We can have a very we can say huge desire or a goal setting which is of a very huge gap from your current situation, where whatever that you are making today and whatever that you choose to make or you think that you should be achieving it in any given time frame. So the video is about this only, and just to probably, if you are feeling some pressure or if you are feeling some sort of stress around the gap in what you have today and where you want to be in a given time frame which is of your choice, and it is giving you a lot of trouble and stress, so I want you to be realistic about it. So that helps when you're realistic about money. All right, so money essentially is movement. Okay, so it doesn't, it moves, it changes hands, as we say. So money moves in terms of the services that you provide. Somebody finds value in it and you pay for that service. Cycle complete. So many examples, I don't have to go with all of them. And of course, if you are going to a shop to buy something, he has that product, you pay the money. So that day he grossed some income and you got some product of your choice in return. Cycle complete. So ultimately, there has to be a cycle which gets completed, and then money changes hands, or I would say you earn that money. But the cycle has to be complete. So, what are we saying? We are essentially saying that if you are at an X point today of any amount that you are making right now, all right, according to whatever is your current age, we will start thinking in practical and realistic terms, keeping all the energy and all the desire and all the, I would say, passion still intact with us. So it's not a demoralizing or a demotivating thing to be realistic about where you are today and where you need to be. So the first thing that we need to understand is, how old are we? age. Okay, and and because it's important that we understand this part very carefully. Okay, if you are in your early 20s, you have enough and more stamina, time, energy, thought and processes and learning and networking and people that you will come across who may take this journey forward with you of you becoming very wealthy in due course of time. If you are in your 30s and you have a certain set of goals set at the age of 30, then you have another 10 years, let's say, for you to do whatever that you're choosing to do and reach your goal. And similarly, 40, 50, or even 60, 70, whatever. So why I'm choosing 10 years is that a substantial amount of energy and time and efforts to give its fruit and to give its what you call its right result takes sometimes that kind of time. I mean, what I'm trying to say is that if you give enough time to something and work hard towards it, so the real fruit comes after a number of years only. Immediately and very quickly, lotteries and schemes work may sometimes, but sustainably you need to be at it. Secondly, what is very important that you have to bear in mind is that if your figure, your amount, your figure in mind that you need to gross is, let's say, is 10 years from now, that okay, I make 100 rupees today, every year, let's say you make 100 rupees today every year, and you think that in 5 years time I should be making 200 rupees a year. Okay, or in 5 years time I should have accumulated an X amount of money in my bank account or my net worth, whatever you choose to decide, that is up to you. So what will help you is every passing year that is going on in your life, you carefully assess that what happened. In your given industry, in your given business, or in your given whatever occupation that pays you money, anything, you have to assess each year, because you have given yourself a time frame. Earlier, as I said in the video, that 10 years is my benchmark. Okay, 10 years is a substantially decent amount of time that you monitor your growth. But you can choose to have a 2-year or 5-year, doesn't matter. It is up to you. But monitoring is very important to see whether you are incrementally increasing it or not. That whatever that you were set out to do, whatever that you were set out to achieve. Because if incrementally it's not increasing to your desired expectation, then there is bound to be a little bit of disappointment. You will feel, I was wanting to do so much, it is not happening. Maybe any reason. Maybe your industry that you are working is going through a recession, maybe, and nowadays especially, so many industries are taken a hit. So you may suddenly feel that the plans are not going according to your thought, the way you thought it may turn out to be. And even if in good times, I mean, right now situations are different all over the world, but even in good times or even in better times, monitoring is very important. And that is what is realism is all about. Realistic. Realistic. So if you are in a job which gives you money, then more or less you will, according to your industry that you are working for, you would know that at your age a certain number of people are making that much money at your age, and if they are senior to you, you would know that how much they are grossing. So you have a sort of a parameter. And if you are comfortable with that, okay, okay boss, even I can do that in 5 years time, you will be happier, because at least you have a path. At least you have a prescribed progression that is prescribed already, that okay, today I am at an X place, after 3 years this guy got whatever, wherever he is today, and even if I do a reasonably decent job, I will also reach there. So it will give you a lot of sense of I would say balance, and a sense of realism, realistic, which will make you happy, because this is what you thought of. But for some reason you suddenly like to decide that no, this is not enough money that I am making and I need to make much more. So boss, then you have to reassess about yourself again, that okay, the steps remains the same. You have to see your that age when you decided to change your industry. You have to see that do you have enough and more skill sets, capability to first take an entry in that new industry, which is a high paying industry, or it's just a figment of your mind that okay, this industry pays well, so I should be in that industry. Doesn't work. It may work if you consciously make an effort to learn the new industry's skill sets, and start working ground up, that okay, now that I have changed my industry, you may not have an immediate impact on, uh, as felt by others, so that they put more money in you. It will take time. But realism should not leave you, that now that I have changed the industry because you thought it was paying more money, so whatever. And especially my request is with the people who are in businesses. I really request you, my dear businessmen, fellow men, that you have to be very realistic in your approaches. Very realistic. Okay, it may sound a little bit like, okay, if you cannot take a risk, then you should not be a businessman or whatever. But that's not entirely true. Because nowadays, the dynamism and the nature of business changing its whole, I would say, its whole nomenclature. I mean, it's a whole nucleus only changes in 1 year, sometimes in businesses nowadays, that you don't know. So you have to be very clear and realistic about your approaches when you are entering any business today. Your sustainability, your payment capacity, your innovation, your investment, and where the growth will come from if you are a new player. What is your new offering to the table? A thorough homework. See, I'm noticing most people are entering because they are seeing successes around them in an industry which is already thriving, and they feel that they have something to offer. Good. If you have something to offer, very good. But in a realistic way. So each passing year, especially in business, can be a blank year also. You cannot make money from day one. In some businesses you can, like food business. You know, the day you open a shop, sell some burgers, you make some money. But if you're not a person from that kind of a background to stand there for 14 hours, you may not be able to sustain it. So, be realistic about yourself. So, whenever you are realistic about money, you will most times be relaxed and happy in life. Uh, I would say some unrealistic, I would say, goals with unrealistic time frames given to them to be achieved may may you may get worn out, you may get exhausted, because time is limited, 24 hours. So when you plan that, okay, did I make enough money this year or not? Another year has gone. Have I augmented my income or not? Have I added to, or have I reached my goal a little bit nearer or not? If not happening for 2-3 years in a row, either you change your goalpost. Okay, I think it's not happening. So let me change my goalpost instead of becoming stressed on an 11th hour that, oh, 5 years have gone, I don't know what happened, where the time flies, and I cannot make only money now that much solo. I am not able to make even half of it. So you may choose to start getting anxious and depressed. You never know. So be realistic about money. Okay? And when you are realistic about money, you will be mostly balanced and happy. So here's to realism, here's to money. God bless us all with loads of money. This is our blessing, and we will give this blessing out to everybody. Wealth is never bad. Everything is good with money. We have to be a little bit realistic about four things. Four things. One, how old are we today? Okay. Now let's not get cliched about it. So what if somebody starts at 50? They can still rake it in. Yeah, they can rake it in. After 50 years, placing your bets rightly, having knowledge of so many years of life experience, if you play your cards right, you may achieve it in a better time frame than a youngster, maybe, who's 35 or who's 25, because you have experience if you are at 50. But still, every passing year, your projects, if you are in business, your thought processes, or if you are working, your career planning, how is it going? Have you taken a rain check off late that with the same given amount of effort and savings and money, where will I be after 10 years? Write that figure down. You may be impressed by it or you may be not, but at least you would know. Clarity, if you get even clarity sometimes about money in your life, realistically clarity, you will be better off. Always. So let's be realistic about money. Let's not say we will never dream about big things. We will always dream about big things. There is a huge element of unknown factors in life, which I'm not going to discuss in this video, which sometimes play out very beautifully for you, and you may turn tables around rather quickly. Okay, may not take 10 years, may take 2 years, may take 5 years, but let that happen in its own natural course, which we call miracles. Yeah, miracles do happen with people, with actors. Sometimes, you hit a jackpot with a good movie, or you have a brainwave of a good startup. Things happen. I will never negate anybody who's made it big in 2 years' time. There must be many, many examples. But Let those examples be inspiring for you. If you want to follow their boots, very good, very good. But always be having a realistic hand on you. Okay, this happened with an ex guy. He created a startup, he created something. Within 2 years, he got funding. His startup went off very well. And today he's left his job and all, and he's raking in money. Within 2 years, sir, within 2 years. Yeah, it can happen. But we will always dig in deep, take a deep breath, go into the history and geography of the people he used to know, the product that he created, what is the kind of networking that he did or he had in place, what is the team that he required to do, what are the systems in place that were there for that success story. Do you currently have the same system in place? Even if it is small, it doesn't matter. But do you have a system in place? Friends, 2, 3 partners coming in together and then creating a product unique in nature, having the right tendency, having the right pitch to a prospective investor. So many factors are involved before, as I said earlier, before a cycle gets complete. Only when a financial cycle gets complete, people in that cycle make money. As I said earlier, the person you buy product from, a shopkeeper, a grocer, made money because you bought Bonvita. The person who purchases Bonvita purchased Bonvita because he got his salary today. So it's a complete cycle. I have it, 10 rupees, I give it to you. You give it to somebody else. Simple, it's very simple. So wherever you are in your life today, financially, wherever you are, just take care of these 4 things: your age, your skill set, your industry, and most importantly, what is that is needed from A point to B to reach now. So age, your people that you know, networking, your knowledge, your domain knowledge, which doesn't include only the domain knowledge for your own industry, but within the industry, knowledge of your competition is more important sometimes, because you need to know now in which, where are you sitting amongst which people are you sitting. If supposing only one person needs to get funding, and in a room 10 prospective pitches are 10 prospective people are sitting for give their pitch for the startup funding round 1. 10 people are sitting, one person will get. One has to know that, okay, through sources, resources, dig in, detective work, whatever, I don't know, that what is they are going to present, what is the product that they are going to offer. So all that helps. All right, so we will, but the topic of course was being realistic about money and its growth and our goals. So one has to be realistic about everything which involves around money, so that we are happier and we don't get stressed. Thank you guys for listening. Keep watching this space. This is Urban Yogi signing off. Thank you.